tweets were from a few years ago. This is ridiculous. So let's get into this. Like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think of this nonsense, this ridiculous behavior that Hollywood continues, that the cancel mob continues. Cancel culture over at Twitter is just god-awful, disgusting nonsense. So the actor has played Ralph Digby on this CW series for the past 3 seasons, and I think he did a really great job as Elongated Man. Actor Hartley Sawyer has been fired from The Flash after a host of his tweets containing misogynist and racist references were surfaced in the past week. The tweets from all of the above he joined the CW series make reference to sexual assault and contain racist and homophobic language. I actually want to see these tweets, because these people can really take stuff out of context and blow them out of proportion. And frankly, people shouldn't be held accountable for their opinions. Granted, I mean, I do hate people. I do often talk about how I hate the way certain actors and stuff act, like the way they behave in real life. I think a lot of them are absolutely disgusting, deranged people that talk a lot of nonsense they actually know nothing about, and they assert themselves as some kind of authoritative figure on the subject when they are completely clueless, and they're just somebody with way too much attention put on them when they have no credibility on a lot of the things they speak. Now, I often talk trash about celebrities, but let's be honest, I don't think these people should be canceled. I don't think people with bad opinions should be silenced. I don't think people with bad opinions should be silenced or lose their livelihood. I don't think that's the way to go. So Sawyer's Twitter account has been deleted, but screenshots of the old posts have circulated online in the past 2 weeks. His firing also comes amid nationwide protest against the systemic racism in the wake of George Floyd's May 25th death in Minneapolis. Now, we all know this whole thing's being blown way out of proportion, and you might say, "Oh, that's god-awful of you to say." Bad people die every day of all races at the hands of police brutality. Of all races, people die every day for things. And people that are guilty of far less than George Floyd was. It has nothing to do with race. Well, there's nothing so far to prove that it was at all racist. That it was at all just because he was black. There were multiple officers involved, of multiple races, and the media just said it's racist. Everybody just said it was racist, so everybody ran with it and went wild. So Hartley Sawyer will not be returning for Season 7 of The Flash, reads a statement from CW producers, Warner Brothers TV, and Berlanti Productions, and the executive producer, Eric Wallace, in regards to Sawyer's posts on social media. "We do not tolerate derogatory remarks that target any race, ethnicity, national origin, gender, or sexual orientation." Now, these were likely jokes or whatever. Hopefully they have some of those tweets here so we can actually look over them with an objective mind. So such remarks are unethical to our values and policies, which strive and evolve to promote a safe, inclusive, and productive environment for our workforce. You mean your woke force. So, showrunner Wallace tweeted a statement that reads in, "This morning many of you learned that Hartley Sawyer will not be returning for Season 7 of The Flash. Concerning his social media tweets, they broke my heart and made me mad as hell. And they are indicative of the large problem in our country. See the full statement." Among the tweets users surfaced in the past 2 weeks are one from 2012 in which Sawyer wrote, "The only thing keeping me from doing mildly racist tweets is the knowledge that Al Sharpton would never stop complaining about me. It's probably a joke, guys. He was probably making a joke. In 2014, he wrote, "Enjoyed a secret boob viewing at an audition today." So I'm pretty sure tons of women enjoy cock viewing or whatever. Like, women sexualize men all the time. Several tweets refer to assaulting women, and one reads, "Date rape myself so I don't have to masturbate." It's a joke, people. Jesus Christ. And it's from a few years ago. You're going to hold somebody accountable for opinions they had years ago. Wow. Sawyer issued an apology. There's the mistake right there. He issued an apology on Instagram saying, "In part, my words irrelevant of being meant with intent of humor were hurtful." See, they were intended to be a joke. Some people take stuff too seriously, and that's exactly why comedy's dying. That's exactly why Ricky Gervais often speaks out against this nonsense, because you can't have comedy today. You can't. So, we're hurtful and unacceptable. I am ashamed I was capable of these really horrible attempts to get attention at the time. What is horrible about it? They're jokes. Jesus Christ, people, I regret them deeply. This was not acceptable behavior. These were words I threw out at the time with no thought or recognition of the harm my words could do. Your words did no harm. You expressed freedom of speech, and you shouldn't be shamed for it, and now have done today. Sawyer joined The Flash in 2017 as Ralph, aka Elongated Man. He recurred on the show initially and was up to series regular in 2018. That's right, a big portion of the show has him in it. It's ingrained with him in it. So what are they going to do now? How are they just going to abruptly disclude him from the series? They're going to recast him, just stop using him, make some excuse? It's very, very terrible of this to happen over some jokes, people. Jesus Christ. In 2018, ABC canceled its Roseanne revival after star and executive producer Roseanne Barr posted a tweet comparing former Obama White House advisor to an aide. People can't take a joke these days. Kevin Hart, see, they're all comedians. Dude, Kevin Hart was dropped as host of 2019 Oscars after a series of homophobic tweets from several years earlier surfaced. Last fall, Saturday Night Live hired comedian Shane Gillis as a recurring player, then fired him after radical and homophobic slurs. They just censor people. This isn't America. Censoring and cancel culture and all that. It's not America. It doesn't represent America. This is garbage, people. Jesus Christ. My statement regarding Hartley Sawyer and The Flash. The many of you learned that Hartley Sawyer will not be returning for season 7 of The Flash concerning his social media tweets. They broke my heart, blah blah blah. Terrorizing and brutalizing of black and brown people, which is far often fatal. Which is far too often Gee, bunch of sensitive ass shit. This society is a joke. 2020 is a circus. It really is a circus. All this stuff that's been happening, it's just a joke. It really is. I mean, what happened to George Floyd was terrible, but was it racist? Can you prove that? There were multiple people of different races involved. Can you prove that? I guess it was police brutality, but why is this just a Black Lives Matter thing? He rested on his neck for too long, yeah. But the same things happened to other people. Why is this a Black Matters thing? I'll tell you why, because there's an agenda. And you'd be a fool not to see it. You'd be a fool not to see that they're doing everything they can to milk things out to election season. So, unfortunately, we'll have no more Elongated Man. So, it's really going to make things feel very weird and different when Flash comes back and we have nothing to do with all the story and stuff we were building up with this character. Twitter, cancel culture, the media, and ruins another fun thing. This guy's career is probably over. He's probably going to get blacklisted, which is really unfortunate. You're just going to ruin his whole life over some jokes. Let me know your opinions. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of all this. Like, subscribe, share. Voice your opinions, because freedom of speech is awesome and shouldn't be censored. This is Faye Goodwin here, saying eventually we will stay awesome and rock on.